Right now my body feels like it's failing me.
Hey guys, Abbey Sharp here. Now before we get into today's vlog, I wanted to pop in here to share a quick disclaimer that I will be talking about medication, depression, anxiety, and weight gain. So feel free to skip this video if it's not supportive to your journey. I also want to tell you about my sponsor, Build Bar. So this is a very serious video and I'm going to be talking about some really raw, serious topics. So not to diminish any of that. But these bars are often a really nice little pick-me-up and a great way to get in my protein even when I'm not in the mood for much. I mean, chocolate always goes down well, and Build Bars have been a staple for me because the protein keeps me fuller longer and they're made with real chocolate. All right, let's have a little pre-vlog snack. Ooh. You know what? Let's do double chocolate. I mean, go big or go home, right? Super yummy all on its own if I just need a little something to tide me over, or I love to add it to oats or yogurt for a more satiating meal or snack. So if you want to check out Built Bar for yourself, you can use my promo code AbbeySharp15 to get 15% off of your order.
I'm so depressed, and I'm trying not to use that term lightly, but that is how I feel right now as I take my antidepressant, ironically. But basically, my family have been sick back-to-back viruses for what feels like months now, like legitimate months, overlapping viruses. So like our entire spring season apparently is being just like canceled. And you know, I already live a really lonely life, right? Like I work from home alone. My only social time is like daycare, drop off and pick up. So I try to pack my weekends like as full as possible with just like fun things for our family to do. I've just been canceling them. Like all I can do is cancel them. Going out for dinner with friends, cancel that. Having a picnic with, you know, with other families, cancel that. See my in-laws for like a play date, cancel that. And the past 2 weeks have been particularly bad because my kids have been so sick. Oh, got hand, foot, and mouth. So not only have I been barred from like seeing my friends out of fear of like, you know, giving it to them from one of my kids, but now I'm also essentially separated from my own family because we've been trying to separate the kids, like man on man or woman on one, man on the other. What? Anyways, yeah, I haven't been sleeping in the same room with my husband. I haven't been having dinner with my husband. I haven't been able to sit with my youngest because, you know, he's been on his duty and I've been taking care of the eldest. It is so debilitatingly depressing. And like a couple days ago, my little one wanted to like give me a hug when it was like really, really bad and the blisters were open and inflamed. And I was trying not to touch him because, you know, we have certain things that we were trying to look forward to and avoid us getting the hand, foot, and mouth as well. And like it killed my heart. It ripped my heart out not to be able to like touch and cuddle and kiss him and let him like lick my face like he always does. Side note, he did scratch me, so he was upset about something and that probably is not good. And I then put alcohol on it, so now it's probably gonna get infected. So that's where I'm at today, making my coffee. But like the worst part is that tomorrow is my sister-in-law's wedding and I'm a bridesmaid. I'm in the wedding party and I'm very close with her. And I've been looking forward to this day for months, for so long. And I've literally lost sleep over me worrying about something as benign as not sleeping the night before the wedding because I wanted to actually fully enjoy the day and enjoy the night without worrying about the clock as I normally do when I like go out with friends on a Friday night. This one was especially special for me. And the past week, because I've been so anxious about the unknown, like, are we gonna go? Are the kids gonna get better? Are we gonna get this? Oh, like, what's the happening? Am I gonna, my sleep has just gotten horrendous. Like it used to be that I'd do like 2 or 3 good sleeps, bad sleep, 2 or 3 good sleeps, bad sleep. Now it's like it's opposite. And the good sleeps are fewer and far in between. And so my doctor prescribed me something called Zopiclone, which is an even more heavy duty sleep drug, just kind of as like a drop dead, like, well, not drop dead. That's not what I mean, but like take this and you'll sleep for these really special occasions. And I took it as a practice run last night and it didn't work. I still didn't sleep. I still couldn't sleep in this state. And to anyone watching, like probably you're thinking, what the is the big deal? Like, this is just another person's wedding. It's not even your wedding day. And I get that. But I had this single day, this particular day, this event on my mental calendar as what I was working towards in my therapy and medication journey. I've been trying to envision and manifest this night being a really enjoyable night and day for me and my family. Sorry, battery just crapped out at me. But anyways, I just found out that I'm not going to be getting ready with the other bridesmaids and my sister-in-law in the morning, just as extra precaution to protect her. But I'm just kind of going to be showing up at the very end for the ceremony and for a couple pictures there before we start, and then going home for like the dinner and the party. And I told my friend this and she was like, oh, well, that's too bad. But also like, oh, isn't this kind of like a good thing? Like you were so anxious about having to go to this thing and not sleeping or staying out late or whatever. And I was like, yes, even though like there's pressure off of me, I now feel like a complete failure. And it's just another example of me just avoiding things because they're hard. Even if this one was like kind of out of my hands. So I will not allow myself to feel relief from this revelation because it's actually a big loss for me. And now I feel like stupid and guilty and just like I'm a bad person for making such a big deal over something like that's not even my day. It's not about me, but here I am feeling sorry for myself. So last night was my sister-in-law's wedding, but the interesting thing is that I came home and it like inhaled a poke bowl and I went to bed by like 9 o'clock and I had the best sleep I've had in months on very little medication. And I only had one drink. So it's very clear to me that, any little event on my calendar, this is not even my wedding, but anything on my calendar is enough to just keep me up for months on end and send me into this anxiety spiral. And then once the event is over, suddenly the clouds lift and I can actually sleep again. And I gotta say that even though I've been trapped literally inside for the past, like what seems like months with sick kids, like over and over again, like a new virus every week, which means all of our plans are constantly getting canceled, constant disappointments. I have cried a lot because I feel really lonely. And like I can't do or see anyone, I feel so happy today. Happy. The fact that I got a good sleep, like a really good sleep, I feel like a whole new person. I don't think that people understand that not sleeping well simply exacerbates every little problem in your life. It's really, really, really depressing. And while I feel like really good, just like having a good day because I slept really well, I also feel in the back of my mind stressed that I'm still having these ups and downs, why have I not leveled out now? Why is everything like such a big deal that I'm losing sleep for weeks on end over an event that is not even necessarily that significant to my life? It's not the birth of my child. It's not my wedding. I was just going to somebody's wedding.
Why?
And it's really no different than the anxiety I feel when I have like Friday night plans to go out for dinner, and Thursday nights I just like do not sleep because I feel like I have to put so much pressure on myself to get a good sleep and feel really rested and good so that I can enjoy the weekend and not ruin it for everyone. So yeah, I'm starting to feel a little hopeless and unsure if this anxiety drug is really gonna cut it. God, Abby, you can't just enjoy like a good morning after a good sleep. Gotta throw in another Debbie Downer moment. Yep, that's me. That's my mind. So it is Monday, and I feel like most Mondays are like a struggle for a lot of people, myself included usually. So I'm gonna try to do something for myself just to like lift me out of my usual doldrums. And I guess I'm already off to a good start because the Lord has been listening to my prayers. Both of my children are out of the house. Praise the Lord! O's gone to a music class. E's gone to school. The sun is shining. It's the last week of school, which always, you know, he might not really feel it, but tell me, when you guys were in school, all through grade school and high school, that last week of school felt like magic. So I'm trying to like feel that in lieu of the fact that my kid doesn't really understand that what's going on and that he's not going to be in the class after this week. But for myself, I decided I was going to get dressed, and I don't do that a lot. I change from my athleisure wear into more athleisure wear and throw over a house coat.
I got 3 looks. And that's it.
So we're not going full glam, but like, I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, we're trying to embrace the whole like fake it till you make it mantra, which I really do think plays a huge role in one's outlook and mindset, especially on hard days. So I put jeans on. I'm not lying when I say that I own a lot of jeans and I never wear them. Only when I'm like going out on a Friday night, which let me tell you, happens less than once a week. So I'm straightening my hair. I had a shower. That's huge. I put makeup on. I'm gonna put a lip color. Gonna finish the whole shebang and eat my breakfast, have my coffee, and just set my intentions for the day that it's gonna be a good day.
I gotta say it was a good day.
Because my kids aren't here. I love them, but like, you don't understand what a huge relief it feels to know they're not home, sick, crying, whining, and needing my attention 24/7. This is goals. Let's do the day. Okay, so because I have a rare burst of energy today, I don't know if it's the lipstick, if it's the sunny t-shirt, the fact that I slept pretty well last night, or my kids are not home. But I have been living in a f***ing disaster zone, and I feel like it's contributing to my daily stress. So I thought we'd clean things up a bit, and I'm gonna take you with me. I can barely move in here, so it's time we tidy some things up.
Now it's time to put away everything that we took out.
This is gonna go in the garage because it's stuff I've collected for my sister-in-law because she's got a baby coming and I don't need these baby books anymore, and I definitely don't need the nursing bras. So she can have those little gifts. These are little things I bought for her for Bebe, so I will keep those until he arrives. This is another little giftoid. We'll pop it over here. I recently went through all my books in here to figure out which ones I don't need anymore, a lot of cookbooks and stuff. I have to show you guys something because this is embarrassing. This, I don't like to waste things or throw them out, but I also don't really want anybody else to read this, so I'm not sure what to do with that. Oh my God, I have another one. Ugh. 200 under 200 calories. That's the selling feature. To eat a meal with less than 200 calories. That is the fact that I have bookmarks in here says a lot. And again, I'm like, ugh, Do I let this out into the wild? I mean, I don't like to waste things. I know it might be somewhat useful for someone, but I want to just like write little notes everywhere being like, add an extra serving, put some olive oil on that, add some protein, add some carbs. Like, people need a little more direction and they don't need to cook themselves thin. Other books I'm getting rid of. The Undiet Diet, because let me tell you, it's a diet. I got given this one for free, so I don't need the gluten-free healthy lifestyle recipes, nor do I need the detox recipes. Don't need those. No one does, because their body just does it. And this is a beautiful book, but it's just like a little too health for me. I don't need DIY juicing recipes, to be honest. My kids aren't gonna eat this, so I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, I wanna get all these out of my office. I might have to make a few trips. I need the hair basket, that's essential. Probably don't need, oh, the dry erase. What? Probably don't need like my Keratosis Polaris thin skin cream in there. I guess we'll keep this deodorant for emergencies in my office when I'm sweating profusely in an interview. Yeah, not a bad idea. And a few other hair clips, accessories, a Rogue mask. Why would I need a mask in my office? I don't know. I don't. Another hairbrush. Probably don't need 2 hairbrushes. I'm really bad at like making piles and then moving those piles to other places for piles, but I'm gonna try to stop that right here, right now, and do a thorough job. All the things that don't belong. A million coffee cups, bowls, half consumed San Pellegrinos. I will finish that. I told you I would. Don't need that. This I will keep. Problem with like everything I buy is that usually it's like and then it doesn't really work that well, and or I lose the specific charger I need to make it work, and then it just basically becomes garbage, and I'm just not really good at being proactive to fix things the proper way. So I have no idea what most of the does. Okay, now it's time to tackle the drawers, which is a beast in itself. Passports and old passports. Checkbooks, I guess. Yeah. Business. Like, who writes checks anymore? I don't know. I don't. A lipstick I was looking for. Stamps. Very important. You always need stamps. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I had a 90s themed 30th birthday when I was like, I don't know, 6 months pregnant. And naturally, I was a baby one more time. I was Brittany. Wow, that's unfortunate. Here I am with my big baby belly. I had went out and bought all of the 90s candy that I could possibly find, like searched high and low. Dunkaroos, Fruit by the Foot. What else did we have? Oh, like sour warheads. Those were a must. We ate a lot of warheads that night. Oh, good times. Oh, and Popeyes, those like cigarettes. Terrible. Like, how did that fly? But they were really tasty. So, and speaking of which, who remembers Diet Debbie?
It's me, Debbie.
That's me. That's Diet Debbie.
It's me, Debbie.
In cartoon form. My friend is an amazing illustrator, so she came prepared. She brought it. Yeah, a million gift cards, which will never get used. Oh my gosh. This is my old business card. Okay, these are 2 old business cards. OG business card. Look at that. When I was like rocking the retro style. And this was like the next phase when I was like still kind of retro, but like a little less retro, I guess. I don't know. It's all pretty bad to me.
New card. What do you think?
Oh, very nice.
So I think it's safe to say that all these business cards can go. I don't even know the last time I gave out a business card. It's been years, because now you just say follow me on Instagram. Nobody gives out business cards. Maybe my kid and I can do some crafts with that so we don't waste them. That might be a fun activity. Cut around the mama. He'll probably be like, Ma, who is that? And I'll be like, it was me in simpler times. All right. I found another one. Okay, so this was like, at least, this might have been like my last business card before I aborted all business cards. And then it was just like, we don't need business cards anymore. My phone number. So that was one side. Simple. Yep. And that's me. That's me. That was when I shot my cookbook. And I still really love this photo of me. Super cute. Eating cake. Okay. Okay, let's finish up this job. Okay, so I'm feeling much, much better about this. Like, I've got it all organized. Got branded stuff in that bin. Got all my filming gear here and out of the way. I feel good. Now, did I just relocate the mess? Yes. Yes, I did. But at least it's out of my space. And as a result, I feel like I can work a little bit better. So let's do it. Happy Friday, everyone. It's Friday right now while I'm filming. It's probably not Friday while you're watching, but it might be. We can act like it's Friday. But I really wanted to check in and let you know that I really do feel like I've turned a corner here. Like it's clicking into place here, and I'm just so excited about it. I've actually been sleeping really well since like after this whole wedding thing. I guess that was like a big weight on my shoulders. It was a good weight. It was something I was excited about, but I was also clearly very anxious about, and I felt like I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to make it perfect for myself and to be perfect, and for my anxiety to be perfect and my insomnia to be perfect. And obviously it wasn't at that point, and as a result, you know, like it wouldn't have gone well even if I was able to go. Like I probably would have had a hard time dealing with my anxiety in that scenario. But since then, I've only been taking the trazodone and the propranolol at night to sleep, and I usually am finding now that I wake up once in the night, usually at like 1 a.m. to pee, and I just take a couple milligrams, like 1 or 2 sprays of melatonin, and I fall back asleep, which is absolutely insane. And then I just wake up when my kids wake me up, which, you know, for the longest time, I was waking up well before them and then just basically like laying in bed until they woke me up. It was like so depressing because like, God, I would have loved that time to just rest. But interestingly, one of the side effects I have found in this process, aside from my nails still growing, look at that regrowth I gotta deal with. I am not mad about it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, is I actually don't feel the urge to pee as much. And I always knew that my nighttime peeing was an anxiety thing, and I've described this to you guys before, where it's kind of like I'm thinking, do I need to pee? Do I not need to pee? Do I need to pee? Do I not need to pee? Over and over and over again. And that obviously keeps me up at night. But I've realized that maybe my like need to pee all the time in the day even as well is also an anxiety thing. I know whenever I am out with my husband, if we're walking, if we're traveling, if we're walking around, I can literally only go like 30 minutes without feeling I need to pee again. Not like, oh my God, I'm gonna pee my pants, but like it's enough to distract me and make me in a bad mood. And my husband always can call it. He's like,
you need to pee, don't you? Because you're not talking very much.
That's how it always is. And so I've been noticing the last couple times I've just like gone on walks, like hour-long walks, there and back, not peed once, and not even like rushed to pee when I get home. So something must be happening in my body to allow myself to kind of relax some of those, like relax my pelvic floor a little bit better. Don't ask me, I haven't thought through the physiology of this, but I just know that something is working, and it's not just up here, it's like a whole body transformation. But anyways, my little one woke me up this morning early at 4:30, which is not normal, because he just needed a little cuddle. And he went back to bed. I gave him a little pat back into bed. And when I went back to bed, it was 4:30 over 30, I was like, okay, he's probably like gonna be up for realsies in 30 minutes or whatever. So I just laid in bed and I looked at my phone for a few minutes and I had this like overwhelming excitement just for life, for this day. I was like, I'm excited because it's Friday.
It's Friday, Friday.
I'm excited for the work I have to do today, which is like, I've got to film a video. I've got a call with my team about a really exciting project. I have to look at some scripts for another very important and exciting project. And it's my son's graduation from pre-K, and I can't wait to like clap him out of school and take him to the grocery store because he was excited, and go to like the farm on the weekend and do Father's Day stuff with our families. Like, I was just going through all the amazing things that I'm going to get to do in the next little while, and how grateful I was about them and how excited I was for them. And I haven't felt that kind of excitement buzz in a really, really long time. My headspace over the last 2 years has been like, yeah, I'm looking forward to fall because maybe my kids will be like my kid will be more verbal and it'll be easier. I'm looking forward to next year when my kids are in school. I'm looking forward to this stage of motherhood, and I was having a really hard time just like living in the now and enjoying the now because I was always just hoping that something in the future would make it better for me. And yeah, so I guess I'm like so excited because I think I had always hear my friends and like family and stuff like that who've been on antidepressants be like, it's changed my life. I've seen in so many like forums and Facebook groups, oh, this drug, and so many from you guys too. So many of you guys left me messages and DMs and comments being like, you know, I took this drug and it changed my life. It was so nice to see those things. I mean, thank you guys all so much for all the amazing comments you sent me. But at the same time, it made me so self-conscious, like, it's not changing my life. Like, is anything gonna help me? And now I'm kind of being like, I feel like I'm starting to get it. Maybe this is going to change my life. Maybe this is actively changing my life. So yeah, I'm feeling so optimistic about the day, about the week, about life, about this drug, and it feels really good. And to celebrate, I'm gonna go get my hair blown out because it always makes me feel extra good to have nice, fresh, softly washed and dried hair. So I'm gonna do that. Oh my gosh, it is so hot outside. I feel like I just washed my hair and it's already like greasy as but I don't care. I've got such exciting news to share. One, I am sleeping. So in the past week, I literally have slept through the night. No joke, I have not even woken up to pee once. That happened like 2 different nights, which I don't think has happened for years in my life. Like literally probably like since childhood. And in the day, I'm just like feeling so full of life. I don't know if it's because I'm sleeping, like it's hard to know. It's like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But I feel super optimistic. I feel really happy. I feel just excited about life. And like every morning I get up and even though I'm busy, I'm like, I want to get dressed. I want to put makeup on. I want to straighten my hair. And this is something that I really haven't felt for the past 2 years in the pandemic. Like my husband will come up to me in the bathroom being like,
Where are you going today? Or like, what are you doing today? Do you have an important meeting or like an important interview?
and I'm just like, no, I'm just hanging around the house and I just want to feel like myself again and get out of just wearing like my sports bra and a robe and putting real clothes on. Revolutionary, I know.
I tried to start a revolution but didn't print enough pamphlets, so hardly anyone turned up except for my mum and her boyfriend.
It's the little things. But today I was feeling so good, so I just went out for a little walk. I stopped by Sephora, got myself a new lip color. Shall we try it on? We shall. I have a shopping problem. This is pretty. It's fun for summer. I love it. And more exciting, I went to the liquor store. I just saw it on the way home and I was like, I'm gonna go in there because it's a Wednesday night and I could enjoy some wine today. So I picked up my favorite inexpensive Pinot Grigio. If you're looking for a cheap and cheerful option, this is the one. And I love Pinot Grigio. It's my grape. But other really interesting discoveries is that my digestion seems to be a lot better. Like my bloating just seems to have significantly gone down, and I'm taking a lot more risks with like foods that would ordinarily cause me to bloat. So over the past week or two, I've been craving salad because it's so hot outside, and normally I would avoid having like large meal salads because I would feel like I swallowed an entire balloon. But this week, I haven't felt that. I've been able to eat a whole salad as a meal even and feel really good afterwards. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm chopping up some vegetables because I want salad for dinner because it is 35 degrees outside and I can't imagine cooking anything hot. But yeah, it's amazing how interconnected the brain and the gut is. And given how few side effects I've experienced on this antidepressant, I don't know, maybe there are some merits to this genetics test that I took. If for no other reason than the fact that it just gave me the confidence to go in this without a lot of additional anxiety about the process. Even though, let's be real, I was still pretty anxious, but success. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm doing more vlogging content kind of like this. And I've got my team here more often. And it's partially because that's the kind of stuff that you guys have been asking me for. And also because it's just been really good for me to have my team over, be working with other humans, seeing other adults and not just my children screaming at me all day. And just like getting out of the house and having a little bit more fun. And I feel like I'm finally in a good place mentally where I'm like able to do that and excited to do that. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Hi guys. Hello. All right, let's get back to work. So funny update on the kind of weight gain side effect situation I'm sure a lot of you guys are still wondering about. I haven't weighed myself, nor do I plan on it. But one of the best pieces of evidence that I have right now that this whole thing is working for me is that I've been able to switch up my bedtime snack routine. So this is such a trivial sounding stressor for me, but if you guys recall from maybe my last update or the one before, I was having these episodes where I would wake up in the middle of the night ravenous and starving. And because of that, I was really stressed and anxious about waking up in the middle of the night and being hungry and it disrupting my sleep. So I was having these massive bedtime snacks. It was in no way a binge. It was very much not chaotic. I would literally have like a bowl of protein oats with like lots of berries and higher fiber cereal on top. And I would have a couple like wraps with some peanut butter and berries on top. Things that I know are like hunger crushing combos to keep me full. But even if I was like super full from dinner or just like didn't feel like having a really big snack, I would be scared not to because I was worried about waking up hungry. And I would like sometimes test this possibility and have something else or have something later, and I would in fact wake up hungry, which is not good because the data I was collecting was just like reinforcing my fear. But suddenly I feel kind of unfazed by that possibility, like just kind of blasé about it. So if I just feel like having like a popsicle after dinner or like whatever's left in this bag of popcorn, I feel calm about that. I feel good about that decision. It's gonna be okay. And the other night, I did just have a popsicle and I don't even know, some jerky, like not a huge snack because I was full. I didn't want anything else. And I did in fact wake up in the morning pretty hungry, but I was just like, cool, data collected. Next time I'm gonna need more snack. It's not the end of the world. So not sleeping perfectly just doesn't feel like it's the end of the world, which is unbelievably freeing. So while the question like a few months ago was, am I going to gain weight? Now the question is more like, am I gonna lose weight now that I'm eating more aligned with my actual hunger cues and not just eating out of fear that I might get hungry in the middle of the night and it up my sleep. And who knows, maybe I will unconsciously just shift those night calories to like more morning calories and it'll all come out in the wash. And that's the amazing thing about bodies when you're eating intuitively is like your body kind of has your back and it wants to maintain the same kind of set point range weight. But yeah, we shall see. Until then, popcorn.
I clearly spoke too soon. If my family wasn't sleeping right now, I would probably lose my shit and have a temper tantrum right here, have a good scream. But I'm also just so tired, I can't. I feel like I just told you guys how great my life is feeling. And then out of nowhere, the past 2 nights, I've woken up at 2 a.m. and not being able to get back to sleep. And I just took a ton of drugs. I don't know why, because I'm not gonna sleep now. And basically laid in bed thinking like, should I take more? Should I take less? Should I have taken that? Oh my God, now I'm gonna be tired and I've taken all these drugs and I'm still not gonna sleep. I've got to film all day and then it's Friday. I'm not gonna have a fun night. I'm not gonna have a good weekend. I've got so much on my plate, blah, 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 blah. That's what my brain sounds like. And you guys are probably thinking, do you have ADHD? My doctor doesn't think I have ADHD, but we are going to probably do a screening at some point. I also don't actually think I have ADHD. I just think I have pretty severe anxiety. And we're coming into a crazy busy week. This week has been so hectic with filming pretty much every single day. And next week, I'm off to New York for a very important shoot. So I'm feeling a lot of pressure. And it usually seems to weigh on me when I'm trying to get some rest. That's not your trainer. So I'm hungry too, which is not good because the first couple nights I was really trying to make that effort to change up, you know, and eat how much I felt like I wanted to eat. Last night I was like, okay, because the night before I was so hungry, I was like, was clearly just not eating enough before bed. So I went back to having a big snack and I felt like so full when I went to bed. And I still feel hungry right now. So I'm gonna say that's psychological, but who knows? I just feel a little lost right now. I feel a little lost in my body. I feel a little unsure of how I can ever trust it again. And that's rough. That's like a really feeling. So I have a lot of empathy for you guys who often feel like you can't trust yourself. Right now my body feels like it's failing me.